more. CTV's Scott Hurst joins me now. Scott, good to see you. So, middle-class tax cut, first order of business for this new government.
Renee, we heard from Mark Carney that this new team, he feels, has what it takes to focus on the economy, protect jobs, build the Canadian economy, get more resource projects done, and also, of course, protect against the threat from the ongoing trade war with the United States. But first and foremost, today they're talking about affordability and helping Canadians with a middle-class tax cut. Here's more from Mark Carney when cameras were let inside the room during this first cabinet meeting that, as you mentioned, wrapped up just a short time ago.
By July 1st, as promised, that middle-class tax cut that will reduce taxes for the 22 million Canadians who pay federal income taxes, that tax cut will take into effect.
All right, so Renee, one of the first orders of business to focus on affordability, and we've heard from Mark Carney too that he believes that he was given a mandate of change, and he feels that this is the team to be able to deliver that change. As we see, it is a mix of familiar faces, holdovers from the previous Trudeau Liberal governments, but also many new faces, and that's where he feels that this government can deliver on change. And that first message is focusing on affordability, which has been a key concern for Canadians, not just through the election campaign, but for several years, as of course we were dealing with inflation that has come back down. But, you know, there's also the threat of high housing prices, high rental costs, a whole bunch of things when it comes to affordability that Canadians have struggled with for many years now. So as this cabinet is getting its first order of business together, they've only been in place now for about 24 hours and had their first cabinet meeting. It is affordability, Renee, that appears to be top of the agenda.
And we heard from a number of the cabinet ministers today, including the new Minister of Energy, which is another big portfolio.
This is a big portfolio, and it goes to someone who is new to federal politics. There are 15 new members of cabinet, including Tim Hodgson, who had been an advisor to Prime Minister Mark Carney when he was at the Bank of Canada. He is now the new Minister of Energy and Natural Resources, and there's been a lot of talk about potentially giving the green light to resource projects to really rebuild the relationship, particularly between Alberta and Ottawa. Here's more from Tim Hodgson as he stopped to speak to reporters on his way into this first cabinet meeting. We don't have that clip from him, but what he was saying is that he plans to visit Alberta, visit Western Canada very soon and start building these relationships, start working with provincial, territorial partners, Indigenous and industry partners to see what the priorities are and to see where Ottawa and Ottawa and the oil and gas industry can potentially meet eye to eye and get some of these projects built.
All right, CTV's Scott Hurst reporting for us from our national newsroom. Thanks, Scott.
Thanks, Renee.